Now recognize the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Goodlatte, for 5 minutes for his questioning.
Well, thank you, Madam Chairman, and Attorney Holder, welcome. We are pleased to have you here today. As you know, and I've had some conversations with your staff regarding a case that is of great importance in Virginia. In the last days of his gubernatorial term, former Virginia Governor Tim Kaine inexplicably requested that Jens Soering, a man convicted in the Virginia state courts of the brutal and violent murders of 2 residents of Central Virginia in my congressional district, be transferred from Virginia's prison system to Germany. Soering is currently serving 2 life prison sentences. However, if he's transferred to Germany, it's my understanding he could be released within 2 years. The decision to approve or deny a proposed transfer is committed to the discretion of the Department of Justice and in your hands. I understand that the seriousness of the offense and the potential public outrage at the transfer are factors that the Department considers in evaluating such transfers. I can attest to you that these crimes were heinous, and the public outrage about the potential transfer is extremely high. I've been contacted by many constituents expressing opposition to this transfer, including some involved in the original case. In addition, I forwarded to you a letter signed by 75 of the 100 members of the Virginia House of Delegates opposing this transfer. The letter was signed by Republicans, Democrats, and Independents alike, and in addition, Governor McDonnell contacted the Department to revoke Governor Kaine's request, and I wonder if you can tell us what the status is of that process.
Well, first, I would agree with you. Those were heinous and very serious crimes. The question I think that the Justice Department has to deal with is to see what, in fact, is the position of the state going to be, whether or not the revocation, rescission by Governor McDonnell of what Governor Kaine did is, in fact, going to be upheld by the court in Virginia. So until that, I think, determination is made, the Justice Department really cannot act. And so I guess we are waiting to see that. But I will agree with you. We are talking about the most serious crimes that one can imagine. Lives were lost as a result of the actions taken by this defendant. And in making any kind of assessment, that would be uppermost in our minds. But I guess, as I said, we are waiting to see what the resolution is of the contrary positions of the 2 governors.
Well, General Holder, it seems to me that you, in your capacity, could make the decision not to honor the recommendation of Governor Kaine, whether or not Governor McDonnell's letter overturning Governor Kaine's request is recognized or not. It doesn't seem to me that you need to get to that question in order to simply make a determination. And I find it hard to believe that the Department could contemplate transferring this man to Germany when the public outrage over this is so overwhelming and justice is being served by the Virginia criminal justice system, and then in Germany he could be released in as little as 2 years or less. Certainly not what has occurred in Virginia, which has required him to serve so far the full 2 life sentences that he has been imposed upon him.
Well, I think in making the determination, it makes a lot of sense to get what the state's position is actually going to be. And I think that in that case, it makes sense for us to await the official determination of what the position of the state of Virginia is with regard to the request that has been made. But factoring that in, I want to emphasize that I've been a prosecutor, for a good portion of my life. I've prosecuted violent crime cases, dealt with them as a judge. This is as serious a case as I have seen, and that would obviously be something that would weigh into any decision that we had to make.